Hello students, the topic for today's lecture is societies or social organization. We are talking of societies or social organization of animals. Now, society or social organization means where large number of animals are living together. Now, the structure of society, it depends on size of the group, its composition with respect to age of the animal, sex of the animal, and degrees of relation of group members. Then socially also all the relationships among individuals in the group and their consequences for spatial distribution and behavioral interaction. Then third, group cohesion. Group cohesion means the duration of association of the members of the group and the frequency of fission or frequency of breaking up in which one or more members leave the group. So, the term social organization includes physical structure, social structure, and group cohesion. Social organization of a group, it also depends on total number of individuals and their sex ratio, and these in turn depend on many important number of adult factors like abundance, availability, dispersion of food, predation pressure, and type of habitat or mating strategies. This study was done by Jarman in 1974. He said that all these factors like abundance, availability, dispersion of food, predation pressure are all affected by or they are correlated to number of individuals or size of the society, their age and sex ratio. जितने नंबर ऑफ एनिमल्स ज़्यादा होंगे जिस सोसाइटी में, वहां पर ये जो फैक्टर्स हैं अबंडेंस ऑफ फूड, अवेलेबिलिटी और डिस्पर्शन ऑफ फूड, प्रिडेशन प्रेशर, ये सब भी उससे अफेक्ट होंगे. देयर इज अ क्लियर डिस्टिंक्शन बिटवीन एसोसिएशन एंड ट्रू सोसाइटीज. बोथ द टर्म्स आर डिफरेंट. Alvarez in 1927 he defined association that it is a chance gathering which is produced solely by external factors. और उसका उन्होंने एग्जाम्पल दिया कि फॉर एग्जाम्पल ड्यूरिंग रेनी सीजन वी सी दैट इंसेक्ट्स दे गैदर अराउंड लाइट फॉर मेटिंग और small groups are formed by attraction to a common source rather than to each other. जैसे लाइट इज द सोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन फॉर इंसेक्ट्स, उनका आपस में कोई अट्रैक्शन नहीं है बट दे आर अट्रैक्टेड टू लाइट. सिमिलरली earthworms collect under the rock for moisture and to get protection from human spectators at a sporting event. तो ये जो examples हैं they are examples of association. So association is a chance gathering. And Alvarez further said that societies are genuine communities which exist in virtue of some particular social instinct and it is a permanent union. He said that animal society is a permanent union of animals and it is held together by mutual attraction of its members. Because basis of social life is interaction of individual members. और वो इंटरैक्शन क्या होता है? इंटरैक्शन होता है इन द फॉर्म ऑफ एक्सचेंज ऑफ फूड, वाटर, बॉडी केयर एंड सेक्सुअल फेवर्स. देन टिम्बर्जन ऑल्सो स्टडीड अबाउट सोसाइटीज एंड ही सेड that any interaction between one individual of a species with another member of the same species is called as social behavior and it is influenced by other members of the same species. So Alvarez and Timbergen both studied about society and association. So a true true animal society will involve more than a mated pair. एक मेल और फीमेल अडल्ट के अलावा देयर विल बी सब एडल्ट्स, जुवेनाइल, इन्फेंट्स ऑफ डिफरेंट एज एंड सेक्स. ये जो ग्रुप होता है, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज अ ट्रू सोसाइटी, एंड इट विल मीन a stable group whose members intercommunicate extensively and bear some relatively permanent social relationship to one another. Now we come to characteristics of social groups and behavior. First obvious characteristic of social behavior is that number of animals of the same species actively come together and remain together in a group. वो अपने आप एक्टिवली साथ आते हैं और साथ रहना चाहते हैं और रहते हैं लंबे टाइम तक. Then there is reciprocal communication amongst them. ये जो कम्युनिकेशन है ये नेसेसरी है. इट इज अ मैकेनिज्म ऑफ अट्रैक्टिंग एंड कीपिंग द मेंबर्स ऑफ द ग्रुप टुगेदर. एंड एनिमल्स में द कम्युनिकेशन में बी विजुअल, ऑडिटरी, olfactory or tactile. Then social behavior is also marked by division of labor. Another feature of social group is overlap of generations. इसका मतलब है कि एक ही ग्रुप में, एक ही सोशल ग्रुप या सोसाइटी में एनिमल्स की कई जेनरेशंस ओवरलैपिंग साथ रह रही हैं. पेरेंट्स डिफेंड एंड प्रोटेक्ट देयर यंग वंस. नाउ वी कम टू प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइज्ड सोसाइटीज. Eisenberg in 1965 he proposed 4 properties of organized societies. Let us discuss them one by one. First and most important property of a society is communication. We have already talked about it, that all organized societies have some form of a communication system. अगर communication नहीं होगा तो उनका साथ रहने का जो aim है will not be fulfilled. So communication is the basis for a society to be sustained. The members of social group, they make gestures, postures, they change color, raise hair, scent mark करते हैं. They may communicate through vocalization, आवाज से भी करते हैं. They indicate message by touching each other. And अगर हम bat की बात करें तो they have got specialized forms like echolocation. या bees की बात करें तो they perform waggle dance. So these are various methods of communication in animal society. Second property of an organized society is cohesion. Now individuals which are constituting a society, they tend to remain close to one another. सोसाइटी में जितने भी एनिमल्स एक साथ रह रहे हैं वो पास पास एक साथ रहते हैं एंड देयर इज अ कोहेजन, जुड़ाव होता है उनमें आपस में. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर बी सोसाइटी की बात करें विच इज वेरी वेल स्टडीड एंड अ वेरी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड एंड एन ऑर्गेनाइज्ड सोसाइटी अमंगस्ट एनिमल्स. इन बीज a group of bees lives in one hive. The individuals in a herd of deer. लाइन्स की सोसाइटी को प्राइड कहा जाता है. वुल्फ्स, पैक ऑफ वुल्फ्स, दे रिमेन इन क्लोज विसिनिटी इन अ गिवन होम रेंज. और ये इंडिविजुअल्स जो हैं ये सब कोहेसिवली साथ रहते हैं. दे टेंड टू रिमेन इन क्लोज प्रॉक्सिमिटी. जैसे बी सोसाइटी में कितने नंबर ऑफ इंडिविजुअल्स, लार्ज नंबर ऑफ इंडिविजुअल्स आर प्रेजेंट बट स्टिल दे रिमेन इन वन हाइव. So these are the examples of animal societies which remain in close proximity to one another. Then third property is division of labor. In organized societies, as we have said that there are animals of different status, sexes or age groups, so they have got different functions in maintaining the society. This is very important property of society being organized. So there has to be division of labor. Then fourth is permanence and impermeability. Individuals of the society, they tend to remain same and there is little migration from the group. जो एनिमल्स ने ग्रुप बनाया है टू रिमेन टुगेदर, जो सोसाइटी बनाई है, दैट इज परमानेंट एंड उसमें इम्परमेबिलिटी होती है, विच मीन्स एनिमल्स दे रेयरली गो आउट एंड उसी तरह से बाहर से भी एनिमल्स बहुत कम सोसाइटी के अंदर आते हैं. Now let us discuss advantages of being social. So having discussed what is society and characteristics of organized societies, now let us discuss advantages of being social or living in a society. Several advantages have been proposed that lead to social grouping in animals. First and most important from animal point of view is anti-predation. When animals live in a society, then there is improved detection of predators as there are more eyes, more ears, and there is an increased chance that at least one or maybe more individuals, they will detect a predator before the others and they will be able to warn the others. और इस तरह से उनका बचाव हो जाएगा कि कोई ना कोई तो predator को देख ही लेगा. For example, in a group of deers or monkeys, one or two individuals, if they happen to detect a predator, they will give alarm calls as soon as they see the predator, and rest of the members of the group will take advantage of this and they will try to protect themselves. Yeah, birds may also there are alarm calls which are given by few individuals and the rest get the advantage. So this is how anti-predation works in a animal society. And one benefit is the dilution effect. Larger the group, lower is the probability that a single individual will be a target of predator. And anti-predation also works because animals, they show guard behavior, and this means that one or more individuals, they take the role of guarding the whole group. जैसे we had talked of division of labor, तो this is one of the division of labor कि कुछ animals जो हैं society में they behave as guard and they watch the entire group and thus freeing others completely from the job of vigilance. For example, monkey society की अगर हम बात करें तो there are adult males in monkey groups and they occupy the highest canopy. सबसे ऊपर वो बैठते हैं पेड़ के and they remain vigilant for other intruding members and for predators also. Then mutual vigilance has also been seen among the members of different species of animals. Social animals living in the same habitat, they respond to alarm calls given by members of other species. This is called as mutual vigilance, and it has been observed in baboons, zebras, gazelles, etc. एक साथ ये societies, they forage together and each species or each society responds to the warning signals of each other. So this is called as mutual vigilance. Then second is feeding. Second benefit of living in a society is feeding efficiency and information sharing. It is easier for a group of animals to catch a prey instead of catching it alone. तो cooperative behavior से foraging is beneficial. Then another advantage is that there is mutual vigilance, which we have already discussed in the last slide. तो वो mutual vigilance works for food searching also, कि जब उनमें mutual vigilance है तो it gives each individual a lot of time to search for food. And animals can leave their young ones with another group members and can go for food searching. So this is how feeding efficiency is increased. Then third benefit is facilitation of reproduction. In group, when animals are living in group, so there is reproduction rate is high and it is successful also. फॉर एग्जाम्पल जो एनिमल सॉलिटरी रहते हैं लाइक राइनो एंड ओरंगुटैन, इट इज़ डिफिकल्ट फॉर देम टू फाइंड अ मेट. दे हैव टू कवर लार्ज एरियाज ऑफ फॉरेस्ट और बहुत टाइम एंड एनर्जी दे हैव टू स्पेंड टू फाइंड अ सुटेबल मेट in comparison to those animals which are living in a large social group. Thank you.